Since Trump emerged groveling from their ultra-private, personal meeting in Helsinki in 2018, it's been obvious that the Russian dictator Vladimir Putin owns and controls Donald Trump. Candidate Trump is now a real-life Russian version of the Manchurian candidate. The obliviousness of Trump's 2024 supporters to this patently obvious relationship is beyond incredible. Trump's submissiveness to Putin is probably the result of the Trump Organization's loans from Deutsche Bank. No one else would have ever lent billions to the highly leveraged and incompetent American businessman. Deutsche Bank was tied to a massive money laundering scheme by Russian criminals with connections to the Kremlin that went from 2010 to 2014. That the bank would allow Putin to secretly provide third-party guarantees to the Trump Organization's excessive debt seems logical, if not obvious. A little Trump history here. After Trump's 1987 trip to Moscow, during which he and his wife were escorted around by various Soviet agents, he returned to the US with a newfound interest in seeking political office. After the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, rumors began to surface in Trump's New York City that he was being funded by Russian oligarchs or Russian mobsters. That Ivana Trump was raised behind the Iron Curtain only compounded those suspicions. After Trump's election, Michael Crowley's April 2017 article in Politico magazine cited dozens of additional examples of Trump's connections to Russia and Putin. More recently, Trump's refusal to deny New York Times reports of private contacts with Putin since leaving office have raised eyebrows. Honestly, however, he is truly damned by his public praise of Putin for invading Ukraine. Despite Putin being adjudged a war criminal for the Ukrainian invasion who must choose carefully which countries he can visit, Trump has steadfastly refused to say one critical word about the Russian autocrat. Putin is probably the one who coached Trump when the American president refused to leave office in 2021. Putin likely suggested that Trump plant the seeds of election denialism in the summer of 2020 and then instigate a People's Revolt on January 6, 2021. It seems even more likely that Putin has continued to coach Trump throughout the 2024 election campaign, which continues to be replete with disinformation and outright lies, much of it from Trump but at least as much from Putin. It should not have surprised anyone when General Kelly declared that Trump is a fascist who openly admires Adolf Hitler and his loyal generals. It is undeniable that Trump and Putin want to convert the US government to a fascist dictatorship like Putin has done in Russia. And we need to be prepared. Even if Harris wins the election, it may not be the end of the battle.